let's not discuss it now. Let's allow the Ministry of Education to make presentation, but we shall know in our discussion that if there is a gap, we shall invite SRC to appear. Proceed, Waziri.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, we are here following your invitation to us to discuss the petition on the funding of the collective bargaining agreement for employees of the public universities and colleges of Kenya. The bargaining collective bargaining agreement for 2017, 2021, and 2025-2029. We note, Chair, that the petition raised that the National Assembly urgently allocates funds for the full implementation of the 2017-2021 collective bargaining agreement totaling 7.9 billion, and to urgently allocate funds for the implementation of the 2025-2029 collective bargaining agreement, which is not yet done. Chair, we are grateful to the committee for inviting all of us to this meeting, especially now that we are trying to find a solution to the ongoing industrial action by the university staff. Chair, the team from the Interpublic Universities Council's Consultative Forum, led by Professor Daniel Mugendi and Professor Simiu Barasa, will make a detailed presentation on the subject matter in response to the petition. However, I just wish to give a general context as follows. Chair, the 2017-2021 CBAs were signed on the 28th of October 2019. The government disbursed a total of 8.8 billion towards that CBA between the financial years 2020-2021 and financial year 2021-2022 to facilitate the implementation across the 38 universities that were in existence then and constituent colleges. At the time of commencing the current industrial action, the unions asserted that the sum outstanding under the 2017-2021 CBA was Kenya shillings 7.9 billion, while SRC advised the ministry that the balance was 624 on the basis that part of the 7.9 billion had been paid to the staff through their normal annual increment. Chair, due to these divergent positions and the Secretary Wasu has taken us through the steps that we've gone through, it was deemed necessary to undertake an objective verification exercise through a comprehensive review of the payroll data of all the public universities, and in this exercise, SRC took a leading role. There, a joint verification exercise was conducted by SRC and IPUCCF between 18th and 21st of October 2025, and the verified confirmed balance was 7.9 billion. Out of this figure, Chair, the sum of 200 million had already been released by the universities to the universities and is held by them after the payment of the 8.8 billion, leaving a balance currently of 7.76 billion. Following this verification, Chair, we offered to pay the verified balance in 3 installments of 2.1 billion in the first installment and 2.8 billion in each of the last 2 installments, totaling 7.7 billion. The unions, on the other hand, demanded a one-off payment. We made an offer thereafter to pay this outstanding sum in 2 equal installments.
Orders, yes. We are trying to follow you up.
Yes.
And you are using a different document from the IPCCUF?
Yes, I'm just making a global presentation.
Your own brief.
My own brief, and then the
So
detailed.
after that particular brief, you will table that document to be part of our proceedings.
Yes, Chair.
That's okay.
Right. So I'm saying after the initial rejection of the 3-phased payment installment, we made a proposal that we paid in 2 installments of 50% each, which was rejected by unions as well. Their position is still that this 7.9 billion has to be paid na one-off. Despite our arguments that this money has not been budgeted for, having come to the attention of the ministry after the budget cycle of 2025-2026 had been completed on the 28th of March. Chair, that is the current position. We are ready to continue engaging with the unions to achieve a speedy and amicable resolution of the industrial action and to ensure that the operations of our universities return to normal. We are open to the good faith and candid negotiations, and that's why we were keen on the verification of the actual balance, because there was a divergent view of what was outstanding. Chair, now that the amount is not in dispute, what we need to agree on is the payment arrangements, given that this is a significant amount that had not been budgeted for. Chair, on the issue of the 2025-2029 CBA between the unions and IPU-CCF, SRC has issued negotiating beacons, which I think the Secretary General has referred to guide the negotiations. And there has been an appeal on the opening of that space to allow for further negotiations so that they can come to an agreed position. And at this juncture, I wish to invite our team from the IPU-CCF to make the presentation on the 2017-2021 CBA, as well as the status of the negotiations of the 2025-2029 CBA. Professor.
Professor, I'm seeing the CS has taken around 6 minutes.